Hey guys, it's Rainier, better known as Rainy, like a rainy day, and I'm a realtor proudly serving the Tampa Bay and surrounding areas. Now, in addition to being a realtor, I am also a board certified credit repair consultant, meaning I literally talk about credit every day. So as a credit repair consultant, I do have this opportunity to share with different clients as well as the community overall on ways to build positive credit without a credit card. So today I'm going to share with you 3 tips, but if you stay to the end, I'm going to throw in a bonus for you. Okay, so let's jump into it. Now, the first thing you need to know is that all credit reporting companies or all data collectors, they are not the same, meaning that if you open an account with someone, they don't necessarily report to all 3 credit bureaus. Sometimes they may just report to one. Sometimes they may report to 2, but at the end of the day, you want to be able to have positive credit that is reporting to all 3 credit bureaus so that you will be able to see a change in your score for all of those 3. So option number 1 is a secured card. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, but Rainy, you said you're going to share with us ways to improve our credit, but without a credit card. And that's exactly what I'm doing. The main difference between a secure card and a credit card is that with that secure card, it will not ruin your credit score like it would with the traditional credit card. You, as the credit card holder, will be able to determine what your credit limit is based on your deposit. For instance, many secure card companies want you to deposit a minimum of $200 or $300. Now, you can check with your banks to see if they offer secure cards, but you can also check the link in the description as I have a whole list of various secure card options. Make sure though, when you are reviewing and looking over those, take into account if they have any annual fees or things like that. But again, these secure cards, they do not run your credit, and you will be able to determine exactly how much you want your credit limit to be based on your deposit. Now, if you are going to be looking into the secure card option, make sure you check to see which bureaus they report to. Again, you want to try to find the ones that will report to all 3 credit bureaus, so then that way you will be able to see the change in your credit scores on all 3 different levels of Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. All right, so option number 2 is getting a self-loan, some type of self-loan. Now, my 2 options is going to be self-lender and Kovo. Now, if you go to that description box, you will have a link for both of those where you'll be able to read a little bit more about them. But again, I know personally with self-lender, it will report to all 3 credit bureaus, which is again what we want. We want it to report to all 3 so we can see the changes in all 3 of those credit cards. So what happens with these self-lender type of organizations is each month you will pay a specific amount for a specific time period. I recently finished my self-lender time period. I did the one for 2 years for about $25 a month. And I will tell you, once you finish your term, if you decide not to continue on, that they will send you a check in the mail, minus of course any administration fees of all the funds that you put into it. So that is actually something that was very nice to be able to receive in the mail. So again, check both of those out. Number 3 is going to be Kickoff. So Kickoff is somewhat like a self-loan, but at the same time, you're actually able to purchase various things on their site, like ebook, courses, things of that nature. Now with Kickoff, they have 2 different types of programs. With those programs, it will determine if they're going to be reported to the 2 bureaus or if it's going to be reported to those 3 bureaus. So definitely make sure you read a little bit more into the Kickoff and see which program you want to sign up for. And again, I do have that link in the description box for you to look into them a little bit more. Now, personally, I have used every last one of them. I've used the secure cards, I've used the self-lender, and I've also used the Kickoff. And I recommend for everyone, especially if you're trying to build some positive, good credit, you want to have at least 5 positive lines of credit. Okay, so again, these are some things you can add to what you're currently doing. Option number 4 is specifically for renters, and you can have your rent reported to all 3 credit bureaus through Boom Pay. And of course, I do have that link in the description as well. With Boom Pay, your rent will get reported to all 3 credit bureaus, but you must have a copy of your lease, and you have to have or show them a way that those funds are getting deducted out of an account. You cannot pay by cash. You cannot use money orders. So definitely make sure you keep that in mind. But with Boom Pay, again, they will report to all 3 credit bureaus. And as of the recording of this video, you pay about $60 to have your rent reported for 3 years. That covers 2 years previously and then 1 year going forward. I told you, if you stayed to the end, I was going to share a bonus tip. And guess what? Here we are. So the bonus option that you can do to help build positive credit without using a credit card is to be added as an authorized user on someone else's account. Now, I do want to give you this warning, okay, that if you do decide to be added as an authorized user, that means whatever that person, the account holder, does is going to be added onto your account. Meaning, if they go over that 30%, or if they have a late payment, that is also going to be shown on your account as well too. So be very mindful of that. I have had clients who have also been successful with that, with being able to be added as an authorized user. There are some people that, frown upon being added as an authorized user, but at the end of the day, I think whatever floats your boat, that is something that you need to make on a personal opinion. And FYI, it is legal to be added as an authorized user. There are actually companies that do this for as a business model. So again, if that is something that you want to consider, feel free to check that description box, and I would love to have a conversation with you, and we'll talk a little bit more about the pros and cons of that and just see if it's something that is worth it to you. So again, thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you have any questions about credit or building positive credit, repairing credit at all, feel free to drop those comments in the comment section below. And until next time, you behave yourself, and I will see you soon.